Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump has his sights set on a third Republican presidential nomination. Recent polls point to an almost certain victory for him in South Carolina. Still, presidential hopeful Nikki Haley is pulling out all the stops to win. Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen is in Charleston, South Carolina, with the latest on today's primary.
Voters here in South Carolina are heading to the polls as Nikki Haley tries to defend her home turf from frontrunner Donald Trump. Making her case to voters in South Carolina, long-shot presidential candidate Nikki Haley hoping to gain some ground in the state's Republican primary.
If you join me in this fight, I will spend every single day proving to you that you made a good decision. Despite
Trump's commanding 28-point lead in a recent poll, the former South Carolina governor refusing to bow out.
When 70% of Americans say they don't want Trump or Biden, when those are the two most disliked politicians in America, why would I stop? I'm going to keep going as long as the American people tell me to go.
We sort of don't even talk about her anymore. It's amazing when you do badly in the polls how you don't mention people.
Seeming unthreatened by his last standing Republican rival, Trump turning his attacks on President Biden.
Joe Biden is a threat to democracy. When they do weaponization and when they do election interference like a third world country, they're really a threat to democracy.
Embroiled in legal troubles, Trump has already won contests in 3 states and is backed by some of the state's biggest political names, including a former challenger.
Let South Carolina send a message to all America. The Republican primary is over.
Both candidates are hoping to keep the competition going ahead of Tuesday's primary in Michigan and a week later on Super Tuesday as voters in more than a dozen states head to the polls. In Charleston, South Carolina, Connor Hansen, Fox News.